YouTube, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, remember to like, share, comment and subscribe. For the returning subscribers, asanteni sana, thank you for your support. So to today's video, today we're going to talk about we're doing a sit down video, as you can see, and we're not going to use questions. I'm going to tell you a story, some of the experiences I've had in life, and from the title, my brother fell in love with me.
Allah, Allah, Allah.
So to the story. So I have an elder brother who had not I had not met for like a whole, like, ever since I was born. But when our parents used to meet, they used to send, we don't share a mother. When our parents used to meet, they used to send like greetings. Hey, go greet Laura. Hey, go greet. Let me not choose his name because he'll know, but he already knows just from mentioning him as my big brother. So let me use a name like X or Y. X. Oh. So when his mother could meet my mother, she could tell my mother, tell Laura X greeted him. When my mom comes at home, or my mom meets the mothers, like, Laura greeted X. I'd never met him in life. I only used to hear his stories. You know, my mom loves storytelling, so she could always come and tell me, oh, he's in high school, he's in this school and this. And apparently our high schools were neighbors, so I used to yarn. Every time the school could come, I could always ask for him, like, so and so is in this form, this and this. Then they're like, he's not come, or if he has come, he's just around. I'm like, tell him to look for me. But I don't know if he ever looked for me. Maybe he never looked for me. So after high school, he joined campus. My mom never told me first the campus that he is in. So as I was selecting, the COOPS way of selecting universities. Apparently, I selected a university that my brother is in. So when I came and told my mom, these are the university I've selected, then she was like, hey, here you have a brother. He will take good care of you. At least when you go here, you'll be safe. And something very funny, my dad was also very happy for me. He was like, he loved that university. I loved that university. So we waited for COOPS confirmation. They sent us the letter, and I was luckily picked to go to that university, so I was very happy. You see all these imaginary stories, all these imaginary I'll have an elder brother, he'll take good care of me, I'm going to campus. And all of us know, especially those in Kenya, what it is like when you're in campus and you're going to when you're in high school and you're going to campus. That transition, everyone has a story. People will tell you, oh, in campus you want last, or in campus it's all about doing drugs. That if you've never tested any drug, then go to campus. When you go to campus, you'll get all the drugs you have. That because they used to say, sasa unajifanya sasa yati hauwezi kunywa pombe. Ukienda campus lazima utakunywa pombe. So unajifanya utaki kwenda party na sisi. Ukienda campus lazima utaenda party na sisi. So everyone gives you a story. They tell you about sexual behaviors of people in campus. They say unajifanya ukienda campus lazima. So to some extent, when you're so naive or you're so innocent, you tend to be so worried. Guy, I'm going to campus and all this shit. You're like, I don't want to do this. But people, our peers always have a way of influencing us, a way of instilling, let me call it fear, a way of instilling fear in us. So like every other Kenyan student, I was in that period of transition with all those stories from my cousins, from my close friends, from my neighbors, like everyone else. So, but one thing I used to ask my mother is like, achana now, kila mtu anafanya experience yake. You just go there and have your own unique experience. Don't follow anyone's experience. Just the better part of it all, you need just to know yourself. You need to know what took you there. Then I was like, I'll go with my mother's words. But you're not always 100% of your time with your mother or your father. Some of your time you're always with your peers, so they'll always tell you stories, or you meet those who are yet to go to campus. Everyone is like, me, I'm yearning for this and this, me, I'm yearning for all those parties, me, I'm yearning for. Then you're like, wow. But life has to happen, life has to move on. So I joined campus. The first day my mom gave me the number of my brother. So first of all, it's my dad who took me. My dad took me to campus, my day one in campus. But my dad is those kind of parents that help you grow. So he took me. Then we reached the hostels. Then he was like, see, now you're okay. You can do every other thing, follow up with the registration process. Wherever you don't know, just do. Like, you're okay, you're a big girl. That's exactly the words he told me. So you're okay, you're a big girl. Me, I'm going. Like, we never even spent time with him like other people, the way you could walk around with your parents around campus. No, my dad took me there and was like, you're a big girl, you can do everything, and I'm going. In case of anything, and in case of anything, it means maybe money wise, in case of any problem money wise, you can call me, but the rest you can handle. Then you're a big girl. So I had a friend who was coming from NKU. Shout out to Kwash, Esther Kwamboka, but you always call her Kwash. So Kwash was like, I'm coming and I'll make sure to take you through all the registration process. I'm new in campus. I don't know anyone. I don't know anything. I don't know how stuff is handled. So the only person, but at the back of my mind, I have a brother. He's been here. He was like, that time, if he's not in 3.2, he was in 4.1. So it's like, I have a brother. My brother is here. Me, I'm just comfortable. Plus, I have my friend Kwash. Kwash is coming over. Kwash joined campus. Those who are in MKU know that people in MKU joined campus March or May, yeah. So Kwash joined campus in the May intake, and I was sure like the programs might not be that different, but they might just be similar because we're in the same universities. I mean, we're in Kenya, so I was waiting for Kwash. As I was waiting for Kwash, I also called my brother. We had never met. He had never met me. I don't know if he was excited, but I bet he was excited because then he tells me, like, you see, for example, tukutane Mess. I don't know where Mess is. I don't know anything. I only know where the hostels are and where the gate is. At least I can walk from the hostel to the gate. That is where my dad took me. No one has given me any orientation. No one has walked me around the school. No one has shown me where this building is. But I've always heard about mess. Lots of you have parents who are in campuses, so you realize they always tell you about mess. They used to eat food at mess. They tell you the stories that parents say. So I used to know mess is like a dining hall for campus. Literally, that's what I used to know, that mess is a dining hall for campus. So in my mind, I used to know everyone in campus goes to mess. But it's allowed. Yeah, I'd never been in campus before, just from high school. So my brother tells me, let's meet at mess. Me, I don't know where mess is at, but I started walking. So I used to tell him the color of the building. He's like, all buildings are those colors. Where are you at? Then he told me, stand where you are, I'm coming there. Luckily, he came. So imagine meeting someone you don't know. Like everyone else, like maybe you're in a long distance relationship. When you go meet someone, you're like, I've worn this type of color. So that is basically how we got to introduce each other. But if I say the story in bits, and maybe I'll go for episodes, and I don't want this video to go for episodes. It's just one video. So fast forward, we already met. I'm in campus. I don't know anyone else. I only know my brother and I. So most of my time I could spend with my brother. Every time, anything I need, I'm like, hello, I have this and this. He comes. Okay, he's so caring that he's so caring. So anything I needed, I was like, hello, I need this and this. Then he comes in and meets me. Then those other periods, you see, when you join campus, the first weeks, there are no serious learning. He made sure I used to go to his place. I sleep at the hostel. In the morning, I got at his place. We watch movies, we eat. Then he did the part of orientation of taking me all around the school, here and there. And every time he had to make sure he knows where I am. But to some extent, I was like,
Guys, it's too much. Excuse me, it's too much.
Kwani I can't mingle with other people? Kwani I can't know people? He's always on my toes. He's always on my door. Why, if he hears this, I'm sorry. But that's how I used to feel. I'm like, if I wake up, he has already texted me, where are you? Come over. And so every now and then, my first 1, 2, 3 months in campus, I was not that free. If I say, I used just to be with him. Hey. Then, as time goes by, you realize someone is acting in a different way towards you. And at the back of your mind, you guys are brothers. So, hold on that. One of these 5 days, the mother comes over to Nairobi. So, the mother is like, I want to meet Laura, and you guys should come together so they can meet her. I've never met her mother, surprisingly. So, I've never met her mother. I'm also excited. I'm going to meet his mother. Hey. we went over to town. Then we sat. Then the mother was like, hey, have you seen my boy? How is my boy? Me, I'm like, hey, like he's good. And then she kept insisting, you should remember, you guys are brothers and sisters. Whatever you do, you look out for your brother, and whatever you do, you look out for your sister. So me, I was like, it's just a normal advice that a parent gives the other parent. Hey, I'm telling you, people who are yet to come to campus. So me, I never knew the background of everything. The mother kept insisting, and she was like, if I'm in any trouble, if I don't have any classes, we spend time together, we get to know each other. So me was like, yeah, we've never met for all these years, we always just know each other via our parents. It's a good thing to get to know each other. So after then, I used to ensure that I at least induct him in my life. I rarely talk to people about my life. I rarely open up to people. Only I just laugh with people and contribute. No one knows me apart from maybe my classmates. They just know me in class or me in school. They don't know the other part of me. So this is my brother. Yeah, let me tell you, we started getting to know each other better. Time goes back so fast forward. One day I'm at his place. He comes at my place, hostel. So we're with my friends. And the way he acts, even my friends start doubting. And these people really brother and sister. See, I'd already introduced him to my roommates. I was like, this is my brother. So anytime he comes, Laura, your brother X is here. He's come to see you. I'm like, yeah, that's better. I'm happy. First of all, when they come from class, when I see his text, I'm so happy because one thing, he could bring me snacks. One thing, he's a person who is full of stories. So I could never be bored around him. But when he started acting differently, every time when you're working on any in school, he wants to hold my hand. I'm like, he wants to hold my hands. He's like so touchy. He hugs me a lot. He like carries me. I'm like, eh. So my friends were one day. Another roommate of mine asked me, hey, and this year, and so you and your brother are so free with each other. But they never knew the part that I'd never known him for the past very many years. This is just it was just our beginning. Like it's when I began to know him. But I used to, until it reached a time I used to feel scared going to his place. I'm like, guy, like whatever we are told by our parents, mwanaume ni mwanaume, akuwe nani ni mwanaume. So I'm not quick into going into conclusions. So I was like, maybe I'm overreacting, or maybe I'm overthinking. This is just a way of showing that he cares. This is just a way of showing that he truly loves me and values me as the sister. Then so one day I was just in the hostel. Then I received a text from him. He's like, hey, how are you? I'm like, I'm fine. It's been a while. This week you've not come to my place. I'm like, classes and that, but deep down there are no classes. I just had to distance myself because I wasn't feeling like his actions towards me were like genuine, or like brother and sister should act. And I remember his parents, like his mother, insisting that you and him are brother and sisters. You and him should love each other like brother and sister. Should look out for each other like brother and sister. Then the mother really believes his son is so innocent to an extent. If anything happens, I'm sure he could have. I always tell myself, the mother could have blamed me. She could have said I spoiled the son. Because from our conversation, it's not that I never wanted to tell you every detail of our conversation, but I just picked a few, like the brother and sister relationship that she really insisted. From the entire conversation, she was like, she really believed the son is an angel. She really believed that the son does not have any bad things. If at all, if someone has any bad thing, then it will be me doing that to the son. So in the event of anything, then maybe me, I could be the black sheep, or I could be the one that has spoiled the son. So I received a text. I was there. Hey, hello, how are you? Have you not been coming over this week? I was like, I have a lot of classwork cards. Then he was like, zimeanza kukuingilia. So I told you zitakulemea ukifika mkianza kusoma. Then I was like, naona tunajikaza. So he tells me there's one thing I've always wanted to tell you for a very long time. Like, I've fallen in love with you. I truly love you. What? I was like, what? You are my brother. So let me now bring the entire story to you guys. This guy is not my blood brother. This guy is just that our parents have been friends and we've grown up together. But I believe you also have the same, you also have this person. You've grown up together to an extent. You guys are just brother and sisters. You can't sit outside brother and sister bracket. So our parents, we are not related blood. My father and his father are two different people. My mom and the mother are two different people. But because we've grown up together and our parents are good friends, we literally just gained the name brother and sister. Not even when I was coming to campus, my mom was like, your brother is there, he will take good care of you. So he had fallen in love with me. At home, our parents know we are brothers and sisters. How are we going to tell our parents this and this? And I told you, the mother is that kind of mother that really trusts the son to an extent that if anything, imagine even the mother used to tell me that the son doesn't have a girlfriend, that the son doesn't know those things. Then I'm like, oh. So I'm the one who knows those things. The mother used to have a lot of faith in him to an extent that when we meet, she literally asked me if I've seen girls around him, that the boy is so good. And the mother, you see the way parents used to see their children when we were in baby class. Like, to the mother, it's like loving someone is a sin. It's like being in a relationship is in a sin. And if the son comes today and it's me, I was sure the mother could have said that it's me who was induced that bad behavior. She was like, my son hana tabia mbaya, hizo tabia mbaya za wasichana na wavulana, siju kupendana, sasa hivi mko shule msome. Then the son here comes and tells me he loves me. I was like, I'm not ready to take all this. Like, I'm not ready to get all this shame. I'm not ready for all this. And truth be told, me, I never loved him. There's no place in my heart that truly loved him. I saw him as a brother, and I put him at that place, and that center as my brother. So to today, our bond really broke. We never talk that much. We only talk if he's looking for support. Like maybe me, I'm looking for support in YouTube. He's also into creatives and graphic design, so if he's looking for broadcasting and stuff, I also help him out because he'll forever be my brother. So what do we learn from this story? Never love anyone, and never, like, if we meet, just be intentional. I always tell all my guy friends, when you meet a girl and you feel like you love that girl, just from the word go, till I love you. Maybe the story could have taken a different angle, but as we met like brother and sisters, we've grown up, we've cared for each other like brother and sisters, then from now you love me. How will we even tell our parents? How will we even tell your mother? And you know the type of the mother you have. How will everyone take us? Like our parents will be like, walitutafutia, kwani sisi hatuna way ya kutembea tuende tujitafutie? So if he's watching this, it's not that I'm putting it out there to blackmail you or to paint you black. I'm just putting out there to tell everyone that's listening to me right now, everyone that has watched to this end, that be intentional. Just be intentional. If you meet someone, be intentional. And if you have a good relationship with someone, don't break that relationship by bringing in love stories and stuff. We could have been the best brother and sisters in the world, that I'm sure, because of the support we used to give each other. But because of some tiny details, even some people always have feelings, then they let them slide away. They're like, no, I can't make our relationship break. Like, what we share as brother and sister is way bigger than what we can share as lovers or as boyfriend and girlfriend. Anyway, thanks for always watching my videos. Thank you for always supporting me. And if you've reached this far, asante sana. Remember to click that like button. Let's comment at the comment section. What could you have done if your own brother could have told you, you know what, I'm in love with you? Or the other way, if your own sister could have told you, what, you know what, I'm in love with you. Just like whatever I did to me, I was clear. I told you, no, we can't do it. We're brothers and sisters. I love you like a brother. And if your love was like something else, then I'm sorry. Maybe I took it as a love that a brother could have to a sister. Anyway, guys, let's meet in our next episode. Thank you. Bye-bye.